Hey, okay, so we are going to try a fun look with the 5-year anniversary palette. I know some of you have seen this already. It has these beautiful shimmery colors. These are more of a duo chrome, and these down here, these two here are shimmer. This one is a matte. Super bold colors, but a lot of fun to play with, and there are definitely some neutral looks that you can do as well. I am going to start with Unashamed. That's that burgundy matte that I just showed you. I'm going to put this all over my bottom, the bottom of my lid, and up into the crease. Of course, you always want to start with your eye primer, which that went on whenever I did my whole face. So just sort of making that like almond shape. And you can go as light or as dark with this as you want.
Look.
Such a pretty color. Alright, so now we've got that on there. Next, I am going to put on some cream shadow. Now this is the cream shadow. This is the color Hopeful. There are so many different cream shadows to choose from. This actually comes in this month's Kudos, which includes this palette, a cream shadow brush, and your choice of lipstick. So I just want to get a good amount of this on my cream shadow brush. And I'm just going to press this on right on top of the Unashamed. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I'm going to use a little bit of one of these glittery or duochrome colors, and I want it to have something to grab onto. You can put it directly over your primer, but it works best over a cream shadow. Okay, so just the lower lid is what I'm going for here. Also, before I continue, what I forgot I was going to do is I'm going to bring the Unashamed down on my lower lash line as well and make that connection sort of like a smoky eye. We're just using a different combination of colors. So a not so smoky eye. Still a lot of fun, especially for this time of year. You can go a little bit darker, you know? Alright, just like that. I feel like a smoky eye always looks kind of silly at first until you can finally bring everything together. And Gremlin's in the background. I'm going to, it's a little strange right there, so I'm just going to use my concealer brush, what's left over on my concealer brush from when I did my concealer earlier. Okay, so now that we have that, I am going to use, I think I'll go ahead and use the cream shadow brush, and the color right here, Courageous. It's a purpley color. We're going to get a bit of that on there. Tap off the excess. And I'm just going to apply this to this outer corner. And you just want to press it on very, very lightly because this is a matte black based eyeshadow. So the harder you press, the more that black is going to come through. So that's up to you. If you want it to be more black with the shimmer color showing through subtly, then you can apply it a little bit, just a little bit harder. Other than that, you want to just press it very lightly. And I'm just going to do that outer corner and then kind of halfway across my lid. Lorelai. Okay, next I'm going to take that same angled brush that we used to apply Unashamed, and I'm going to wet it. If you have the rose water, that would be the ideal way to wet your brush. Otherwise, just use regular water. What I like about this brush specifically is the angle that it gives you, so you can make a really clean line with it, which is what we're going to do right now. I'm going to use Beaming. This is like this gorgeous highlight color. And I'm going to angle my brush in such a way that it makes applying it a lot easier. It's going to guide me. You'll see what I mean. Because I want a clean line with this right in here. Similar to a cut crease, but I have hooded eyes, so it doesn't really work out that way. And again, we're just going to kind of press it on. And only just halfway. You guys are so silly. When you wet the brush, it's going to give you a deeper, bolder color. The eyeshadows are very pigmented, so you can apply them lightly. You can blend them out very easily. Or you could do something more like that. Okay, so now, using my blending brush, I'm going to use the same color Beaming for my highlight below my brow and on my brow bone. This is like such the perfect highlight color. I absolutely love it. I'm bringing it all the way down like that. I'm going to go ahead and get just a little bit of Unashamed on here and blend this out just a little bit more right here. I want to be able to see more of it. Okay, so now you can kind of decide, do you want to darken this some more, or do you want to brighten it up a little bit? I think I'm going to kind of do both. So, getting my Precision Brow Artist brush, which is what I use for my liner. We do have a liner shader brush, so whichever you choose, I'm going to wet the angled end, dip that back into the same Beaming color, and line just the bottom inner corner of my lash line. Clean it off, wet it again, and I'm going into Courageous, that shimmer color that we used, or the duochrome color we used. And do the same thing just on the other side. Just about halfway. I'm also going to bring this up on top. And I'm not going to go full wing, we'll just create a little bit of a flick at the end. Just to give us a little bit more shape. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll talk soon. Bye.